Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Clock Sports, man. We back at it. Yo, today we're gonna react we're doing a double reaction. This is Dreamers Pro reacting over CHAEL Sonnen. CHAEL Sonnen. That's the guy that believed. That's the guy that said him and LeBron, they have the same dealer. You know what I'm saying? You get the same dealer. And I believe it. I believe it. So let's hear what they got to say. Let go.
When I was a sophomore in high school, and Suzanne Summers wrote a book that was separated by like 3 months, and they both told the truth. Sylvester Stallone said, hey, there's something out there called human growth hormone. In other countries, it sits on the shelves. I several times have driven across the border into Mexico. I just walked in the pharmacy and grabbed it. Here in America, you can't get it come hook or crook, and that will be different. In 30 years, when people finally realize, to what I've already realized, you will be able to get it. This was just a claim he made. I mean, I'm just going back all this time, and I remember him saying it. It was a very honorable thing that Stallone did, and he wants to go out and put out pictures and videos and show himself lifting weight. That's very honorable, because he's telling us what he's doing. And if that inspires you or something you'd like to do, you can now follow his recipe and have a reasonable expectation that you get somewhere to those same gains. I think there's an honor in that. And when I brought up to Andrew Schultz about the EPO and LeBron James, I just bring that to you. I'm not putting down LeBron. There's 10 guys that do it. Like, that has separated itself. I mean, I only know one golfer that's on the diet. And I'm talking about the big three. I'm talking about boost your test, IGF-1, which means growth hormone, EPO. I only know one golfer. All of golf. I only know ever in the history of golf. All the way back to, remember the Lee Trevino, the great? I only know one golfer, but they call him Tiger, because this stuff works. And it also is legal. The three that I just said are legal. It's the John Cena approach. Tell people I've never taken anything. Well, he says that because he's never taken anything illegal. He just happens to know a secret that so many others don't, which is you can get prescribed these medications. And I was just speaking to the power of the medication. I'll leave you with one final thought.
So you heard what he had to say there. What are my thoughts on this? Well, my thoughts on this are the following. We're having too many people bring this up. I was searching for this topic, and I came across a clip from...
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is CHAEL Sonnen saying, this is his voice you guys just heard, that's saying, he repeat Lebron James' name and say, yes, he indeed doing EPOs. Now, this is Charles gonna give his perspective, and I'm just gonna give my my words to it. Shout out to Dreamers Pro, man. Hey, all of y'all, man, y'all should go out there and follow Dreamers Pro. Dreamers Pro, man, he got a dope channel. They cover a lot of topics. Charles himself, he's a Kobe head. He's a big time Kobe Bryant fan. So go follow that channel, man. Run it up.
Patrick Bet-David's Valuetainment, where he was talking about the investigation, and that clip has 500,000 views. He was talking about it. Was Patrick Bet-David accusing LeBron? No, he wouldn't do something that crazy. Instead, what he was doing, he was talking about it, like everybody else should be, but they won't. Now, here's what annoyed.
I'm talking about it because what he doing on the court is not normal. And brothers, let me give y'all some gospels. Year 18 for Kareem, he was averaging 22 points a game. Year 19, he was averaging 17 points a game. Year 20, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was averaged 10 points a game. You know, so the notion that, oh, he's paying $2 million on his body, he do this, he do that. Everybody got the same amount of money that LeBron got. And for all of y'all want to attack me and say that, oh, I'm a hater, I'm this, I'm that. If you know something that I don't know, go on YouTube, make a video about it. Make your case. Why do you think that LeBron James is not on drugs? Because I believe he is. The human body never reversed. It's been proven. It's been proven, bro. The older you got, if you work in construction, because the mileage that LeBron James got on his body, you might as well say you might as well compare him to a hard labor job. This is a dude that played over 40 plus minutes in the playoff when he was in the Eastern Conference. When he was in the Eastern Conference. You know, he will go, especially the last 2 years when he was in Cleveland, 40 plus minutes. There was 2 games that he played a whole 48 when Kyrie left. Y'all niggas must be forgotten. I don't forget shit. So, however you want to slice it, I do not believe he's not on something. He has to be on something, man. I'm going to keep saying this. Congratulations on that 40 plus points. You know, 40,000. That's a record for by itself. Brothers, this is one other thing that I don't know if you guys notice. Do y'all notice every time LeBron breaks a record, he's always lose? Like, y'all ever notice that? First time he was in the final, he lost. Not only he lost the series, he lost the first game. The first time he played in for Miami, they faced the Boston that year. That first game they faced Boston, they lost. The first finals, not only he lost his first final with the Heat. Then come back to Cleveland. First finals since he came back with Cleveland. Guess what happened, y'all? Not only he lost the first game, he lost the series. That's when he said, "Oh, I'm LeBron James. I'm the best. I'm the greatest. I'm the best player because I'm the best in the world." Y'all remember that? I ain't got to keep going. When he passed Kobe, lost. Passed Karl Malone, lost. You know what I'm saying? Should I keep going? Past Kareem last year, lost. On Kobe night, lost. Like, anytime this dude is breaking some milestone, he losing. You want to know why? Because he a bona fide loser. This is what I'm used to, you guys. I'm used to you break the record. Not only you break the record and you get the dub at the same time. When Kobe passed Jordan, he won the game. You know, even though the Lakers was, you know, they were not on nothing, but he won the game. You play to win the game. You know, all this stat praise, I'm not used to all that shit. 40,000 points. If you play 21 season and you on EPO, you are gonna break some record. They changed the landscape for you. Players used to be the center. Now, people that play in the 90s, right? If you watch Euro basketball, they're still playing the 90s style basketball. They don't change nothing. Ain't nothing changed. But there is no 3 seconds. There is no 3 seconds time that you can get out the box. There's none of that. You're a center. You stay in the box. But with the new system, the center got to keep moving around all the time. Why they did that? They did that to have LeBron James. Why? Because he ain't got no move. When you watch him, what move does he have? Name me some moves that he got, man. Let's keep going.
I think here's the point that CHAEL Sonnen was bringing up. He's like, wait a minute. I would have more respect for you if you told me what you were doing and I knew exactly what was going into it. He brought up the example before of lifting weights, and he's looking at other people talking about Stallone. He's like, I went to the gym for 15 years, believing if I lift more weights, I'm eventually going to look like this guy. To come to find out that that guy was taking some stuff that would actually enhance his growth. Meanwhile, I'm following the narrow road thinking, oh, if I do it the right way, he's going to have. He's like, no, it's not fair. He's like, tell me what you did so I get the real picture of what's going on here. So you don't sell me some pipe dream that's not realistic. That's what he's talking about. He's like, I'll respect you more if you give me the full picture. It's like somebody coming to us asking, okay, how do you grow a YouTube page? And we tell them everything except the essential information.
Facts.
We tell them all of the frivolous, if you work hard, if you publish a lot of videos, if you're consistent, but you don't really give them the meat and potatoes behind of how to actually grow a page. But are you being, and then the guy's sitting back, working. Meanwhile, he doesn't have all the information, but he thinks based on what you told him, one day he's going to get where you are, but your ass knows that you never gave him the full picture and he knows he'll never get there. Now, in the case of LeBron, why is this important? Because LeBron's new argument, because he cannot beat Jordan.
No, in the case of LeBron, it's important because he cheated the game. Because he be the first to say, I never cheated the game. I do this the right way. I make the right play. I do this. I do that. I'm just a kid from Akron. All this bullshit. The whole time you've been cheating the game. You know, that's the truth. If you're cheating the game, you got to let the people know. Peak for peak, there ain't nothing to talk about. Jordan's better. Jordan is better. Like, I don't even need to go, like, 88 and 89. Just that year by itself proved that Jordan was better. The 88-89 year, when Michael won his first MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, first team All-NBA, first team All-Defense, average 100 blocks, 100 steals, 100 blocks. Come on, man. That right there, and first team all offense, first team all defense. What are we talking about? That's just without the championships. Just the championships, the 6 titles, they just put layers. They just add more layers. You know what I'm saying? To the greatness of MJ. I don't even need to talk about all 6 championships and this and that. There's so many things that Jordan did in the 13, really 11 or 12 years of his career playing for the Bulls. It just will never is not measured with this dude who played 21 seasons. It's just not. Now, if you want to talk about championship for championship, go wide at it. But if you really talking about peak for peak, ain't nothing to talk about.
And straight up, you got to be an idiot, personally, to believe that if you compare both of their peaks, that they're not even remotely close to each other.
Facts.
So now they're trying to use the longevity argument. But if we now found out that you had an unfair advantage to be able to extend your career, but also an advantage that maybe some of those guys didn't have before, then what do we really think about your career as a whole? How are we really supposed to feel about everything that we're seeing? How are we? And what you're noticing, more and more people are talking about this story.
On
More
YouTube.
people are talking about it.
On
and
YouTube.
I think more people should be. Is anybody coming out there and saying LeBron did it? But that would be slander. That will be slander. That's not what people are doing here, is it? I'm saying,
they're
talking about what's being reported. Now, some people will say, well, KG, you could say that could be slander, but me talking about what KG said is not slander. It's me reporting the news. How you feel about it is your bloody business, if you like it or not.
You know what? You tell it like it is, Charles. I like your style. But yeah, man, that's how it is. Like, I make a video about what KG said, and people just, I don't even want to talk about it.
But we're going to talk about it. It cannot be just this bleep of, oh, he's amazing, and hey, look at his great conditioning, and he spends $2 million a year, blah, 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 blah. And some people are like, hold up, there's more to it. No, don't talk about that. He spends $2 million, but how do you know? Have you seen LeBron spend $2 million? Of course you haven't. You're just going off of what you heard insinuate.
That's something that Clutch telling them. It's Clutch putting it out there, saying he spent $2 million on his body, so people cannot. So people can just see smoke. Man, I see through that motherfucker. I see through it. 2 million, 2 million, yeah, 2 million my ass. This is a cheap motherfucker like LeBron. LeBron James is cheap. His own best friend say he's cheap. His own best friend, D Wade, say he cheap. And the people in the Lakers knows that he cheap. So he gonna spend $2 million on his body. Get the fuck out of here. Believe what you want to believe. I know some of y'all still believe that Santa Claus is real. Even though after you find out your parents is the one who buying you your presents every Christmas, you think Christmas is still real. Even though you know for a fact that bunnies don't drop no eggs, but you still believe that bunnies produce eggs. Go right ahead. Me and this channel, this is a Proof True channel. And that's how we're going to end it, man. If you like, comment, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know how you feel. Peace.